Welcome everybody to our crash course in Python programming language for kids. This is Mohammed from T Squared TikTok YouTube channel, and this is our first video in the series which will help you learn programming concepts in general and how to apply those concepts in Python as one of the most popular programming language in our new world from the perspective of number of programmers use it, the growth rate of Python community members, numbers of applications that are developed with Python, and kind of application can be made via Python. As you see in the chart from 2012 to 2018, Python questions and discussions in Stack Overflow. Programmer blog grew rapidly to be the highest amongst the other famous programming languages. Who are we? We are a group of people with different experiences and skills and want to share them with you. Please like this video, subscribe our channel, and activate the notification bell to receive all the new episodes from our channels. During this episode, we'll answer those questions. Why should kids learn programming in very early years? Why do we prefer Python programming language? What is the course will do for you? Prerequisites? What are the prerequisites or the things you need before starting this course? Our setup. Then we will build of our setup that will help us building and running our codes. The useful resources. Also, we will share the other useful resources that might help you learn more about Python beside this course. Then finally, we will build our first code program name. Hello world, zombies had returned.
Why should kids learn programming in very early years? In general, programming is fun. It's like playing a puzzle and searching for the treasure. In other advanced courses, we will see how to build your code to play against the computer in Atari old games, or even in the very advanced strategy new games like StarCraft 2. Also, robotics applications with Python became many. One of our advanced course we will play with our Cosmo, home robot, coding it with some instructions using Python. Learning programming language in early phase of our kids' life builds the logic paradigm for them. That will improve their way of thinking in general and problem solving, whereas it will help the kid make their thought organized and ordered. Their eyes will see everything from the flowchart angle. Programming rules and jobs have the majority in the near future. Therefore, building programming skills from early age shall be very useful for a kid's future. You may spend long times playing video game online, but using this time in making your own application or even creating your own video game is more fun and challenging. It is a modern way of showing off in front of other kids. Also, this could be a door to earn your own money in the early age. There are many other reasons for why you should learn programming, but now let's learn. Why do we prefer Python programming language? Python is very easy, if not the easiest, programming language to learn for kids and adults. It is a very friendly language for kids and beginners. Readable. Programmer doesn't have to know every single function in Python. Once you read the line of code, like reading any statement of instruction in any home device manual, you can comprehend the meaning behind. Smart. Python does many tasks on behalf of the programmers. For example, it checks the type of the variables during the runtime, so no need to write many lines of code to do something. It can be done in one line of code in Python. I guarantee that code of 10 lines of Python can do the same function as 300 lines in other languages. General purpose. With Python, you can build codes for almost any application and purpose. It has hundreds of thousands of open source libraries. That is why it is almost impossible to find any application that doesn't have corresponding example in Python. Interpreted. Simple explanation to interpreted programming language is that it executes every line individually and no need to run the whole code to get the insight how your code behaves. All of that might be strange for you, but doesn't have any meaning to you now. But be patient, please. After a few videos in this course, you will appreciate those features. Python has many other features. Like it is object-oriented programming language, we will not be exposed to those advanced features in this course, but at least those features are saved for you for your future use. What will this course do for you? This course is considered as a very good start to programming world. Here you will learn basic concepts and many fun applications that help in completing your math homework easier and faster. After completing this course, you will be able to read books where computer programming facts and concepts are explained in that course. The initial plan for this course is 10 short videos, 15 to 20 minutes on weekly basis. All courses codes will be shared as well for your own hands-on, along with some puzzles for smart people. In this course, you will not learn everything about Python, simply because you don't need that to be able to start your own application. However, after this course, you will be able to search about any new feature in Python and self-learn how to use it in your application or code. Prerequisites. This course is designed for 9-year-old kids and older. Also for anyone who wants to start his programming from absolutely zero. However, you still need to have the following to be ready for this course. Hardware. Any basic laptop with any operating system, any kind of tablet, or even any kind of smartphone. Browser. Chrome, Firefox, or Safari is required to develop and run our code, except Microsoft Edge, and we will talk about that later. Google account. If you don't have a Google account at gmail.com and you are below 13 years old, then you need your parents' support creating an account for you. While below 13 years, account has limitation regarding to the programming capabilities. However, this account still satisfies this course requirements. If you don't know how to create a Google account, you will find in the video description below help link. Internet connection. During developing our code, since Python programming integrated development environment is IDE, is cloud computing. We will come to this point in the next section, so don't worry. Finally, language. This course is explained in English language. However, we might have it in Spanish or Arabic if we receive 100+ requests to explain this course in other language.
Prerequisites. This course is designed for Prerequisites. This course is designed for 9-year-old kids and older. Also, for anyone who wants to start this programming from absolutely zero. Also, for anyone who wants to start his programming from absolutely zero. However, you need to have the following to be ready for this course. Hardware. Any basic laptop with any operating system, any kind of tablet, or even any kind of smartphone. Browser. Chrome or Safari, Firefox or Safari is required. Browser, Chrome, Firefox or Safari is required to develop and run our code, except Microsoft Edge, and we will talk about that later. Google account. If you don't have a Google account at gmail.com and you are below 13 years old, then you need your parents' support creating an account for you. While below 13 years, account has limitation regarding to the programming capabilities. However, this account still satisfies this course requirements. If you don't know how to create a Google account, you will find in the video description below help link. Internet connection during developing our code. Since our Python programming integrated development environment IDE is cloud computing. We will come to this point is cloud computing. We will come to this point in the next section, so don't worry. Finally, language. This course is explained in English language. However, we might have it in Spanish or Arabic. We might have it. However, we might have it in Spanish or Arabic if we receive 100+ requests to explain this course in other languages. Our setup. To develop Python code and run it, you need Python Integrated Development Environment IDE. We can get it by install the IDE and Python libraries in your computer. Not only that, but also maintain it updated and compatible with each other. The good news here is that there are software packages that do everything for you with a minimal effort and knowledge from your side. The bad news that you need to have a computer, and that computer have to be sized based on your application, which means more hard application need more advanced computer with faster processors, bigger RAM, and advanced graphic processor unit, GPU. You will find another video explains this to you in details using any cloud computing server. Here is in this course we will use the Google Colab in all videos and examples. For some reason, Google Colab is not supported perfectly on Microsoft Edge browser. When you log into Google Colab account from Microsoft Edge browser, you will receive a message on the top screen. This site may not work in your browser. Please use a supported browser. When you click on more info, click it. It will open Google Colab frequently asked question page, and at the top, what browsers are supported. Collaboratory works with major browsers and is most thoroughly tested with the latest version of Chrome, Firefox, Safari. Hello guys, this is Ahmed from TK YouTube channel. This video is a tour for Google Colab feature and main functions and controls. First things first, you have to go to Google Colab site. First, go to Google and then search Google Colab. Click on the link. This window shows the recent Python programs that you have been using. This window gives you the options. Go to recent ones or start a new notebook, or if you don't want to do any of this and go to the welcome page, just click cancel. So here up at your right, it shows your Google account. If you don't have your Google account, you must sign in. This is the welcome page from Google Colab. It shows a quick introduction about Google Collaboratory and some resources and examples. On the left side of the screen, you will have a table of contents. This has been organized by headers. So if you press one of the headers, it will jump to the section of the header. You can control the appearance of the table of contents by just closing it and opening it. Now let's go to the file menu. This is a section to deal with the notebooks, and this is the notebook section. Notebook is terminology that represents a programming project in many programming languages. In Colab, it means only Python code project. So simply, when you see notebook, it means Python project file. A new notebook, it creates a new Python project from scratch and saves it in your Google Drive. Open notebook, it opens your recent Python notebook or any saved ones in your Google Drive. Upload notebook, it opens Python notebook that were saved in your PC and save a copy on your Google Drive. Here, if you go down, this is a section save. Although all changes are automatically saved at the top of the screen when I made a change, you can save your changes by pressing File, then Save, or Command S for Mac users, or Control S for Windows users. This is the download section. Download means saving a copy in your PC in either Jupyter Notebook .ipynb format or normal Python file format .py. Print. It simply prints your code to paper hard copy or PDF file soft copy. If you go to the edit menu and you put, the most important thing here is undo. So if you mess up on something, you can just simply go to edit menu, click undo, undo what you've done. If you go to view section, you can show or hide table of content by simply clicking view table of content. Notebook info shows the notebook size in megabyte. If you go to runtime menu, if you click run all, it will execute all of your code cells in your notebook project in C. If you go to tools, then to settings, it will change. Then you go to site, it will change the theme, light to dark or adaptive. Let's now create a new notebook together. Go to files, click new notebook. It will create a new notebook, a new web page. First, rename your new file at the top of the screen. As you see, any change we made is automatically saved. If you go to plus code or plus text, it adds new code cells or text cells. Code cell is an area where we will write a segment of our code line. Text cell is where we will add general descriptions and heading. Simply, text cells are not for execution. Let me snip some code and text to show you the difference. Here's an example for a text cell. Here's the header and here's a description about the code. You can move the text cell up or down. Yep. Here's an example for a code cell. As you can see, there are numbers aside of the code. Those are code lines. It shows how many lines has been typed at this cell. Next to the cell, here is the play button. This executes the codes in the code cell. Here is the difference between a text cell and a code cell. Code cell is executes all the codes that has been in the cell, and a text cell simply shows a description about the code. Running the first cell will relatively take a long time because of the initiation of your project or notebook virtual machine on the Google Colab server. With that, we conclude our tour in Google Colab. Thank you. Computer hardware. Before starting our programming journey, let's look quickly on the computer components. Any computer or electronic device has inputs. Inputs are any device can help the computer collecting information from outside the world, like keyboards, mouse, camera, scanners, and which is responsible for specific data. For example, we use the microphone to feed sound data to the computer, and camera is used to capture pictures and feed videos to the computer. Outputs. Outputs are any device that transfer computer action or data to us, like computer monitors, sound speakers, and printers. And the most important part, the processor. Processor is the brain of the computer who executes our programming code on the input data, then share his conclusion with us through output devices. Other useful resources. If you don't have Google account, here a link how to create Google account. Out the free resources, Sololearn is one of the best resources that teaches Python and other programming languages in interactive environment. It works on web, iOS, and Android system. Those links are available in the video description below. Now, hello world, zombies have returned. Now, let's introduce our first program to print sentence. Hello world. This simple program will make you familiar with the Python environment. Let's go.
So first, you go to Safari, Google Colab, and then click the first one. You should be logged in onto your Google account by now if you found this before. If you never found this before, you go here and then make a new and then log into your existing account. Now come here and press new notebook. It will automatically make the notebook with the new version, with the latest version of Python. Now go and you can also change the name of the notebook. Zombies have returned. Then now search up funny zombie, cartoon zombie. Funny cartoon zombie. Go to images and then right click it, save image to download. Now go to the download folder, open your picture, and then press Command A. It should select all the picture, and then press Command C to copy the picture. And go back to Safari, and then make a new text line, and then press Command V. Once the code shows up, press Shift Enter, and there's your picture. And then it'll automatically make a new code of a line of code. And then now, here's where the coding comes. Write print with a lowercase p parenthesis. It will automatically make the next parenthesis for you. And then make apostrophe. It will also make the other parenthesis mean apostrophe. And then now write hello world, zombies have returned. And then press shift enter to execute this line of code. It will take some time to load, and then after finish, it should show the text on the screen. What we use here was our first Python function. The print function prints the specified message screen. The message can be a string or any other object. The object will be converted into a string before written to the screen. In the next videos, we will explain more about Python objects or variables.